Hey everyone, what's up? It's Fire Elemental here. I'm here to bring you the rundown on Masacre. Here's everything you need to know about Masacre and my opinions on him. Alright, so first off, let's go over his description. So as you can see here, mercenary, damage over time, and offensive. Well, he's probably offensive too. I meant offensive. And size medium, whatever. So, first things first, his signature ability. While the opponent's is ignited, 21% additional power from landing hit and 481% critical rating. Now, this is improved to 841% with dupe 200 and 30% with dupe 200. Well, 30% additional power from landing hits. Now, here's what you need to know about Masacre. When his bat's ignited, that comes in, the additional power and critical rating. However, to get his bat ignited, you need to land 10 of these critical hits on a block, or hits an incinerated opponent within 10 seconds. Each charge lasts 10 seconds. You need to get 10 to ignite the bat. Basically, it's not easy to do. In fact, it's very annoying and frustrating to do. The easiest way is to use his third special down here. This attack incinerates the opponent. We don't know how long the incineration lasts. I'm assuming at least 10 seconds though. So as long as you can do 10 hits within those 10 seconds, you don't have to worry about them being 10 crits. Now, in my opinion, the best way to deal with this is to do 10 block hits, do 5 hits, rush back, do 5 more hits, or you can try to mix a few block hits with a few attacks, preferably like Blade Second or something with a lot of hits to get those crits in. Alright, so while Massacre is ignited, you can't gain additional charges unless you're using a heavy attack. But attacks that are critical deal a 10% extra damage. The 10% is constant. No matter what a signature ability is, it's always going to remain 10% extra damage. This is pretty good. I like that because let's say you're using his medium, it does 6.5k or something like that as a rank 4 or 5 star. This is going to do 640 extra damage from the incineration charges. Now keep in mind, this does need to be ignited, and I'm also just spitballing that info. There's no way to know if it's actually 6.5k. It's probably not, but I'm hoping with the extra critical rating. Well, never mind. It's critical rating, not critical damage. So, critical rating. So, 4.5. Still, it's not, all in all, it's not a bad signature ability. I just don't think Massacre is going to be the best champ because you have to ignite the bat, which is difficult, and then the boosts from it aren't that great either. Don't get me wrong. It's still nice, especially the additional power. You can spam his second special. But before we get on to the second specials or even the first special, let's get into what the ignition does. So, ignited passive. Each strike of the bat places an incinerate debuff, which deals 217 over 5 seconds, removing perfect block chance and reducing block proficiency. This is really nice because if you're going to have them ignited, the bat ignited, and then use your second, it'll do more damage. These incinerate debuffs have their duration increased by 1 second, blah blah blah. Each time an incineration effect fails to apply due to immunity, i.e. Vulture, Mephisto. Actually, Mephisto, I don't know if it'd work on Mephisto. It might not work on Vulture either. I'm not sure if it would classify under Vulture's already. What's the word? Close? Not really close, but specific immunity. Since he's only immune to his own incinerate and not Mephisto's, which is a passive. But anyway, gain power when striking a block as if landing a hit. I mean, nah, the last one's not really that nice. It's nice, but whatever. Toss it to the curb. When blocked, opponents passively suffer 50% reduced defensive ability. Bat ignitions have 600 block penetration. This doubles when the bat's ignited. So now heavy attacks, each bat hit against an incinerated opponent grants an additional incineration charge. I believe it is 4 bat hits for an uppercut we're going to see in a few seconds. And then the first special places disorientation debuff. Duration doubles against an incinerated opponent. Machete hits have a 100% chance to cause their target to bleed for 241 seconds, blah blah blah. Second special attack, this was when it starts getting good. 2,793 attack if blocked. It's about 20,000 or so with a 5-star. We'll get into those stats in a few seconds. This incinerates the enemy, dealing 966 damage. Alright, so before we face Massacre, let's go into the abilities over here. So it's 20,455 for the second special, if blocked. 7,000 for the energy damage. And each time it fails, and it fails to apply due to immunity, the target takes 1,591. Granted, this is a rank 5, 5-star, but still. And like I said, the 10% additional damage dealt remains the same despite the dupe level. Here's a quick look at the dupe 200 on uncollected. 30% extra power, 871 critical rating, not 841, whatever. And now let's go into his synergies really quick, just to run this down. Massacre, Deadpool, and Deadpool X-Force. Well, sorry, Deadpool, Goldpool, etc. You know it. Increase critical rating by 200 while the opponent's bleeding. Duration increases by 25% with Massacre. Gwenpool Incinerate debuffs increase by 25%, and buffs and debuffs increase by 25% on Venompool. Now, if you're really intent on using Massacre, I suggest pairing with pairing with Domino, because at the start of the fight, when ignition expires, gain between 1 and 5 ignition charges. Now, granted, this is more of a carry-over ability, but you still have to have the ignition to begin with, which still sucks. So, you're still up a creek for that. 10% chance to evade against an incinerated opponent while not blocked. I don't really know if that's a blessing, because that can always mess up when you're trying to parry. Daredevil, invading a projectile, grades passive precision. It doesn't really matter because we're nerfing Mystic Dispersion anyway. Then Armor Break debuffs have duration increased by 25% for Daredevil Netflix. Alright, so I hope that didn't bore you as much as it bored me. Let's get into the fun stuff now. So, we already tried with Blade over here. Nothing too important happened. Wonder what that is. Ah, it's the Versus thing. That's what was tipping up. Alright, let's get rid of Autoplay, because Alright, we're going to try to push him to his third so we can see the incineration charges and how long that lasts. So as you can see here, when we're blocking a charge, we get the incineration. Ooh, we're almost there. Come on, come on. Hit me, hit me, hit me, hit me. Come on, one more, one more. Oh, you stupid pansy. We were so close. Come on, hit me. Hit me. I feel like the Joker. I'm just shouting, hit me. I want to see his special. But yeah, as you can see, the best way would be for the block hits. We're almost there, but if only we could get him just to hit us a few more block hit times. Come on. Oh well. And then here's an example of... Yeah, I thought he was about to use his second. Alright, we're going to have to go on offense soon. Just want to try to... Nah, it sucks that this doesn't work. Oh, he died already. Alright. So, we are not going to get to see his third, but you can imagine it's probably about 10 seconds. So, with that, quick end. I hope you guys liked the video. And let me know if you're going for Masacre and what your thoughts are on this champ. Comment down below and share it to your friends who are also going with Masacre. And I wish you guys luck with the Goldpool Arena. With this is Fire Elemental signing out, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.